What up, Diabolic Tadpole? Just bringing you guys the truth again. Bunch of pictures, pause and observe. You guys will love this video. This video's got a lot of great photo evidence in it. So, how did I start my hunt? I sat above at the mural one night and I asked myself what the mural was trying to tell me. Well, I came up with the conclusion that it wanted us to sit above and kind of view this land. So I sat above the rail car cabin at the top of the Mount Chiliad. Sat directly above it, and I kept doing 360 spins in a buzzard. I did that for like 3 or 4 nights, and ended up coming across this pretty big Fabergé Easter egg drawn in the land, which really piqued my interest, and it really fueled this hunt even more. It was so freaking awesome to see. Anyway, I asked myself after that night, because I couldn't get it to duplicate. I stayed for a couple more nights trying to get it to duplicate. I don't understand exactly what the timing is. I do understand that there is a perfect day that we're looking for that reveals this stuff a lot better than other days. I believe that if something is open that we can get into, it's done on this perfect day. And I keep hunting for it, but I'm a full-time dad. I'm a full-time manager somewhere. And really, I've been trying to bring it out to the world so you guys can break this wide open. I know if I give this to the good eyes, that you guys will be able to tear this wide open and be able to take this to the level that it needs to be taken, especially since we want to reveal the secret. You know, we've been looking for the secret for how many years now? I think it just hit its 4-year mark or something like that. But if you pause my videos and you observe what I'm showing you, this is the stuff that you need to segregate and rearrange. There's a bunch of different shades and shadows and patterns that is in the different textures of rocks. It'll change to a different color, and you need to cut it off right there and actually follow that color around and see what it draws, while looking at the color that you just separated it from and look at that outline and see what it draws. It's kind of like that Jesus wood thing, where some people can see Jesus and some people can't, but it says Jesus and it's done with different planks of wood that don't actually outline Jesus. Well, I mean, it outlines it, but it don't actually spell Jesus with the wood. It just outlines it. You gotta look at the center where there's a void. But like I said, this is the stuff you need to segregate and rearrange. Every color, every crack, every shade, every different texture. There's stuff hidden all over this land, and that's why Rockstar says it's right in front of your face. I have started this new thing where I load in randomly online on my Twitch, and I start tearing it apart. These photos are just from last night, and this is one Twitch. It was an hour and 28 minutes long. Now there's a bunch of stuff in here, okay? I can't really tell you what I see, because everyone's going to see something a little differently. But if you pause this and you actually pay attention, there's undeniable proof that there's something there. There's something drawn anywhere you look on any of these photos, if you are segregating and rearranging the features right. You just got to pay attention and redraw what is actually drawn there. They just did it with the textures of the rock. I hunt when I can. Like I said, since I've started this channel, I started this channel for people. The jetpack hunters have turned me away so many times because they just don't understand, and I gotta give it to them, because when I first came out with this, I was hounding them like crazy, and I was telling them, look at what I found, look what I found, but I didn't really actually have the proof or the actual good evidence like I have in this video. I've taken my time and actually produced some really nice photos in this one. Pay attention to different shadows and stuff like that. The black shadows play a big part in this hunt. A lot of the stuff that I find, it'll lead me in places. It'll have arrows drawn or faces that are all looking in one direction or something like that, and it kind of makes me feel like I need to go off in that direction. Now this perfect day is kind of hazy. It's got like a fog to it, like almost like a different texture in the air. I don't really think it's fog, but it's like something like that, like a mist almost. And it seems to go through a lot of the different weathers in the game on this one day. But if you're driving really fast in a motorcycle, or you're AFK in certain areas, or you're flying the buzzard around at pretty good speeds, sitting in the right location, just the right angle at some places, you can catch yourself in some major art, like depth drawings in the wall. And it'll make you feel like you're in a big room, but you're like sitting right next to the wall and staring at the wall when it happens. And it'll make it look like it's like another 15 feet past you, but it's just a wall right next to you. It's weird. Rockstar did an awesome job at this game. Like I said, pause and observe a lot of these photos as I zoom in and zoom out. Like if pause it twice on each photo. One zoomed in, one zoomed out, and give it a good look over. And start to cut off each shadow and where it goes, and different textures and where it goes, and see if you can't make out the patterns that are actually drawn here. Now I'm going to let a lot of this go for a minute, because 16 minutes talking about this art when you could just look and stare and listen to the music. I mean, it's a lot better that way, I think. So, anyway, I'll do a little shot at the end, but enjoy. Don't forget to observe. Alright, so in the city, you have to play a lot of connect the dots. Squint your eyes. Sometimes you have to look in the void in between each city block. Sometimes they spell stuff. Sometimes they draw pictures. It says Villa at the top right now with a tree. Look at the alien by Maze Bank area. Oh, right there again. The face. Squint your eyes a little bit, like I said, when you watch this video, and you'll kind of get a better picture of what I'm talking about. Anyway, I have a lot of different ways you can reach me. Xbox One, I'm Diabolic Tadpole. On Twitter, I'm ZMarble84. On Twitch, I am Diabolic Tadpole, or Zach Marble, I believe, actually. Twitch.tv/Zach Marble. Now, I encourage you guys to go watch my past stream and check it out, see what you think. Like I said, all these videos, all these pictures except for these city ones, I pulled from this last video. And don't forget to subscribe because I got the best content coming for Grand Theft Auto 5 coming.